We're getting ready to install the most epic, luxurious, mansion-like gate that you can install on a farm. Well, that I can install, because we're DIYing all of it. It's going to be quite funny too when you pull up to this gate and it just leads to a pole barn. It's not going to stop us from putting in an epic gate, so let's go. Yesterday we got our forms built and our holes dug. We got the forms in the holes. All we got to do now is fill the holes up with concrete, which is literally not even the beginning of the project. This is just the beginning to the beginning of the project. But we gotta do this first so we can get on to the other stuff.
Look how big these driveway columns are gonna be compared
it's massive.
to Craig.
It's
these
like,
are about to be the most epic.
They're gonna be big. I want them to be big, and I want these things to make you feel like if you're a thief that doesn't want to hop a fence, then you won't hop this one. But if you're a thief, you probably don't really care and you would just hop a fence. However, we're gonna have a gate, all right? That's all I was trying to say. We're just gonna have a gate.
First, better check these are still level and on grade.
Yeah, that one looks quite crooked actually.
That's what I keep telling you. But then we keep measuring it and supposedly it's not. But it looks.
I hope it ain't, because we already got it put in place.
I guess let's check it all one more time.
It looks very crooked right now. Oh, it's absolutely crooked. There's no what happened? Where's the measure?
Yourself.
We need the tape measure again.
Ask yourself.
This is pretty bad.
Okay, so first let's measure square, right?
I was gonna say from the road.
From the road?
Because it also seems like it's too far back.
Okay. Well,
which if it is, I think this corner needs to go forward, which that would square it up. All right. We are on this one, 51 feet and 2.5 inches.
51 feet and 2.5 inches. I'm gonna try to measure from the hump in the road. What is it now?
It's 51 and 52 and 3 inches.
What?
52
It's a whole foot?
I guess so.
Did you say that one was 51 feet?
Yeah, I think so.
We're a whole foot forward?
Let's measure it again. Yep. It's a whole foot off.
I don't understand.
I don't either. That's crazy. All right, so we're about a foot off with this one actually. I don't know how that happened. It could have been, so we brought the tractor in to scoop back a lot of these roots and stuff so we could start digging. And I wonder if that's how we messed up, but we gotta slide this one, is it forward?
Yeah.
Forward.
That was 51 feet.
And this is 52.
Which was supposed to be 52. So somehow we moved that one forward.
Yeah. Well,
but
so this one has to
I like
slide.
that one better.
I do too. I don't
want
want to mess with that one. It seems pretty good. So we'll slide this one forward a foot and then square it up and dig our hole and blah, blah, blah.
Oh gosh. Don't run into this one. That's our good one.
All right, so while we were over there, I was getting some dirt. Farmer wife Victoria came up with a, I guess it's a reasonable idea that maybe we should go ahead and do the concrete in this one so it can start drying while we're working on that. And that way, at least if we don't get done with that one, we'll have one done. We can go get supplies to do this one and then do that one while it's dry, after it dries. So.
Last idea from old farmer wife Victoria, just one last little check here. Check,
oh
check.
My goodness, you
just
see guys can't do nothing. It's gotta be perfect. Can't have a crooked post.
Can you imagine if we build these epic driveway columns and it's like the Leaning Tower of Pisa?
I think it'd be pretty cool. Ain't nobody else got one that I've seen.
I wonder why. Oh man. Okay, I wanted a little cross. That's pretty good. It looks good.
All right, let's go get the concrete.
That seems annoying.
What?
To have to hold the hose kinked. It's about to take so much concrete.
Yep, me too. But we're gonna start off with 3, maybe 4.
Concrete mix, 80 pounds.
Ooh, this thing feels flimsy.
We did buy the cheapest wheelbarrow they had.
All right, I think you will have to go turn the hose on, then come back up here and just hold it kinked.
Okay.
Because we can't ever remember to bring our water nozzle thing. Here, you do this while I mix it. That's good.
What is the consistency we're looking for, huh?
Soup?
Soup?
I don't know.
You do
Kind
know.
of enough where it looks like it will run evenly and not just sit in a big old clump in the bottom. All right.
I think that's it.
Pretty good. Ready?
Yep. Let's get our first. Don't you ruin our edges. All right.
Wow, we need so much more.
So much more.
All right, here we go. All right, so we almost forgot a very important thing, which is putting these bricks in so we know where to put our rebar. We need the blocks in here so we can stab our rebar down into the ground and they stick up in the right spot. These will come back out after we get this, the concrete in, but we need a way to know where the rebar will go. So
the rebar needs to go through the footer all the way up through the columns.
all right, so I think that's pretty perfect right there.
Pretty much where they're going to be.
We just aim in the middle of each one, because when these flatten out, you know,
Yeah.
so we'll probably have to kind of just hit that corner there and go down. That'll put us about in the center. Same with this one, but the ones that are basically flat, we should be good. Okay, here's 1, 2. Okay. All right, get in the tractor, lower the bucket, and raise me up.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Don't you fall now. How far did it go in the ground?
I felt like it went pretty good.
Okay, nice.
Okay. Where's the other rebar?
It's sitting over there by the truck.
All right, you can back up and then go down.
Okay, hang on.
So now that the rebar is in the hole, I gotta make it plumb. Which that way's pretty good now. Good that way, but we need them straight up and down. That way that the bricks will slide on properly all the way up.
Only it moved around when we pour all this concrete in. Look at those straight rebar.
All we gotta do now is get the concrete poured in so they'll quit moving. We'll check the level every so often as we fill this thing up. That way we can keep them nice and level or straight. And plumb, keep them plumb. And then after we get to the top of the thing, we will cut them off.
What?
We gotta cut the tops off.
Oh, well, I know, but we don't even have our cinder block. All we're doing right now, all we're trying to do right now is just fill up this hole.
Yeah. All right, let's go. We're running out of daylight, dude. All right, that's the one done. My arms are about done carrying these dang 80-pound bags and then shoveling. Oh no, holy smokes. So it took, what did we say? It took 12 bags for this one hole. That's crazy.
This column is never going anywhere.
If you plan on running into something out here, don't let it be one of these, because you're gonna do some damage to whatever you're driving. We got the other box in. We're about to check the level. It's definitely way more squared up than it was the first time. I don't know. I guess we were just rushing last night. It was getting dark, but good thing we spotted it.
I'm blaming it on the dark.
It's
Oh, that looks good.
Perfect. It's pretty good that way. This side could come up like so little. Perfect. Oh, what's happened? Oh, we're good.
What was it?
I think maybe we're just sitting on some dirt or something. All right, now for the fun part, filling this thing up with some Sackcrete. Should we do anything with that one?
Yeah, you're the concrete expert. You tell me.
Nothing.
Probably smooth it out with a flathead shovel. What do you call this technique?
I call it a Craigin Around finish.
That's that special finish.
Yep. You don't need all that fancy stuff, all them fancy tools. You just need a flathead shovel and a tractor.
Some people like broom finishes. Some people like, that's the only name of a finish I know.
We want a smooth finish.
A smooth finish. This is the Craigin Around special finish.
All right, that's about all we got right there. Probably good enough for a base.
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna really see it. It just needs to hold the rebar and hold our columns.
Yeah, I think so. Hopefully our rebar's still pretty straight. Kind of looks like a death trap right now.
It does.
Like we're building a cage for prisoners who trespass. That's what we're building. We tricked y'all, it's not a gate.
Okay, let's fill that up.
All right, our footers are poured. We got a rebar in. All we got left to do, well, it ain't all, but we have cinder blocks to put on, and that's what's coming next. All right, guys, we got all our bricks. We got our mortar mix. We got a wheelbarrow. We got a trowel thing. And all that's left to do now is to put it all together like one giant puzzle and hope it looks good.
All right, so I did some research on this. And we need to use type S mortar mix. And that is what is going to hold the cinder blocks together. There's a different type of mortar that's going to be used to attach the bricks to the cinder blocks, and then the center of the cinder blocks are actually filled with just like regular concrete. So, and then you need something else for grout. So there's like 4 different types of powdered bags going to be used in this project here. First up though is our type S mortar mix. Look at this, it's very sandy.
Mm-hmm, pretty fine.
And what did it say?
Avoid a soupy mix. Excess water can cause it to lose some of its strength. Holy smokes, the water just disappeared.
Take a little bit more water than that.
Yeah, okay, it's about like Sackcrete. Dang, it just soaks it on up.
It does, it's just like so dry, it just instantly goes away.
Guess if we mess it up too much, we'll just add another bag.
Yeah. I think we're getting there.
Yeah, I think we got enough water.
This stuff is a little harder to mix up than concrete because it's finer.
Mm-hmm. All right, I think we're ready. I think.
Okay, I'm so excited.
I'm already tired.
I have to admit, I have really been looking forward to this. Like, this is gonna be the fun part. Okay, but Craig gets to do the first one, okay? Since he did all the hard work.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but are you gonna put the mortar down first?
Do we do that first?
I mean, you need some on the bottom.
I mean, it'll be easier once we get the first row down.
Yeah.
Because then we'll know where to put it. Grab it now, dang God. You don't help any?
I don't know, you look like you're making it look so easy.
Here we go.
Is that gonna stick?
I don't know. That's what they said to do, ain't it?
Yeah, that seems like a good thing to do. It doesn't look like this corner has any under it, but
It's Probably all right. All right, let's get our next one. Should I go thicker? We'll see what happens if I go a little thicker.
Okay.
All right.
The first row will be the hardest.
Another brick. Pretty low right there, dude. That's good. Oh, good. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I don't have to go over the rebar.
I was wondering, you just doing exercises?
Yeah. Ooh, wait, you going in.
All right, let's get some taps.
All right, now we're gonna check the level, make sure these are all good, and then start knocking some out, I think. Should go faster now after this. That's pretty level.
Let's see. Yep, that looks pretty dang level, actually.
I think so. That's pretty dang level. That's pretty level. And that's pretty level. I think we're pretty good.
The only thing to double check, which I think we already checked, but you might want to check again. We just want to make sure that it's square with the base so that we don't set our column up level but crooked.
We are 2 3/4. We're a little over here. Let's check this side. We are 2 inches and almost 2 inches.
Yep, so that backside does have to shift over a bit.
Oh, let me go the other way now. Maybe I went the wrong way the first time, but that's pretty close there. 2 inches.
That's sorry gonna be our column.
I tell you what, y'all do a project with Victoria, she's gonna make you measure everything 10 times.
Okay, let's go. This is the part I'm excited for. Let's go.
Mine keeps sticking to my thing. Might be a little wet. So we adjusted the thickness of the stuff. We watched a quick little video to make sure we're doing it right, and we weren't doing it wrong, but it wasn't the best, I don't think. So it looked like we needed to have this more juicy. So we added some water to it, and we need to add more and just like drop it on there. Still, it looks like it ain't supposed to be just pressing it down, and I think the blocks aren't squishing down into it because we are mashing it on. I wonder if we do like, we break it up a little bit, if that'll help. Because then it'll let it like kind of fall.
Push together?
Yeah.
I think the fact that you can chop it and it just like
Falls off.
Fall
Well, don't
off.
push it all over there.
I think that it's too dry. Before we lay a block, we can just do a little more. See if it lays down like on the video you just watched. Yeah, that seems better. Don't you think?
Yeah, good. I don't know. Maybe.
What do we know?
Oh, we know nothing.
Watch a few YouTube videos, read some instructions on a bag. Don't make too soupy. They're not very specific instructions on the bag, are they? Yeah, that did some good squishing there.
We're out of our mortar mix for that bag. That was one bag. We got more, but we need to mix some concrete to put down in the holes before it gets too tall, but we don't have any. So we gotta go get some and come back and then mix that up and then fill this up to where we are now.
Which we're about halfway.
Yeah.
Halfway up with our column. How's it going?
My back hurts, my arms are about exhausted from lifting these things up over my head, but we only have this many more to go on this one than a whole nother one. That's all.
I think we got ourselves in kind of a rhythm here. It is going along. I think it's
shaping up better now than what the first row did.
Yeah, level, staying level.
Level, it's staying where we put them.
That's good.
So that's good. All right, let's go. I'm going. My back ain't going. All right, so we bought these things. We're going to set these inside the blocks. We're going to just drill a hole through each side, and then this will go through like that. We got them a little long, so we can adjust them.
This is what our gate is going to hinge on.
Yeah, that's what the gate's gonna set on, and hopefully we can get it close enough and everything line up perfect so it'll work. All right, let's drill a hole.
We can't have it exactly centered, guys, because this is the center of the cinder block.
Yeah.
So we need it to not just go through the center of the cinder block. Oh.
I made it.
And you didn't knock the column over. Got a solid column so far.
Measure on the other side, I guess. Let me take my hat.
Yeah. The straw hat isn't for concrete work. It's only for farming work. Somebody in the comments is going to let us know an infinitely easier way to have done this.
Yeah, longer.
So if you guys want to know an easier way to do your gate hinges, just check the comments.
Let's go a longer drill bit.
Yeah, we could get a longer drill, but I thought about that on the way home, actually. I was like, oh, well, Craig will figure it out. Look at you, figuring it out. Nice.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Nothing's easy. I hope it was right. That wasn't so right. It wasn't perfect.
See what happens when I don't make you measure 5 times?
Here we go. Perfect-ish. Perfect-ish.
Okay, now your sleeve thing.
Okay. So we're using this pipe to keep the concrete off the bolt. That way it can still spin and move in and out, because we're filling these guys up with concrete. So if the concrete hardened around the bolt, we wouldn't be able to adjust it any. But with this going over it, the concrete should harden around this and allow the bolt to still move.
Pour concrete now or what?
I guess. Not excited about it.
You should be more excited about this project. We're building epic driveway columns.
This is gonna be pretty cool when we're done.
You guys don't know what the plan is.
Oh, we ain't told them?
I'm not sure, I can't remember.
Y'all stayed this long and don't even know what we're doing? So right now what we're doing is building this, if you didn't know. And then after we get this thing like that tall, we're then going to slap some mortar on here and then brick veneer to make it all pretty looking. And then after that boring stuff, we're gonna put a big old light right here that hangs down. That's gonna look pretty cool. It might have to be solar, I don't know. And then we're also doing an automatic gate. You're gonna pull in this thing, you're gonna think you just go into the biggest, nicest house, but really it's just a pole barn, guys. And not even a nice pole barn. We're just gonna have a janky pole barn. Not really janky, but it's gonna be janky and just storage and a bunch of clutter under it. So the gate should be like, don't rob me, we probably have cameras because they're so fancy. And,
yeah.
And then when you get in here, it's like, okay, we
definitely
don't have cameras or anything else, so take what you
want.
want.
We have cameras.
Hey, don't tell them that. We're trying to catch you. If one of you guys come in here and we get you on camera, I'm putting it on YouTube. Oh, and don't do it to be on YouTube.
And calling the police.
Yeah, maybe that. Yeah, we'll do that. I think these concrete posts are about to be overkill for what we need. Like, look how massive they are, first of all. It's not like we're doing a insanely heavy fancy gate. I mean, it's fancy now, don't get me wrong, but these things are massive, gonna have rebar filled with concrete. They got mortar in between every section. I think this is gonna be plenty strong enough to hold whatever we want.
Got it.
Oh yeah, we're almost to it already, huh?
That's right. Oh, we're about to cover it.
And it's gone.
It's gone. Another tidbit of information for you from the experts we've become in the last 2 hours of doing this. This is a messy job. Don't expect to not get concrete everywhere, I think. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Lucky for us, we actually have to bring a lot more dirt in here. So we're gonna just be covering all this up anyways.
It was taking way too long to do this concrete the last time we were doing it, so we went and got a mixer.
Borrowed.
It's borrowed, and it looks like it's from the 60s, but and it's pretty tiny. But I think it's gonna be a little bit faster than mixing with a shovel. It's at least gonna save a little bit of elbow grease, I hope. And we're gonna start this other side so we can space our little gate hook things. Hinges, our gate hinge mounts, exactly 20 feet apart, because that's how big the gate's gonna be. All right, let's get to work, I guess. That's all that's left to do, eh? Eh? All right, so while we can reach inside this thing, we're gonna install the gate hardware like we did on that side. I think our idea is going to be install it now and then hopefully be able to reach down in there with like a wrench and a pipe or something and tighten it up or loosen it when our gate gets here.
If we need to.
Yeah, that's the goal. Hopefully it works. This side I think looks a lot better than that side.
It also went a million times faster.
Yeah, it did.
You guys always get to experience like us learning the thing. And it makes us seem like it takes so long. I feel like what everybody else does is they figure it out and then they film.
Nah, we figure it out and film.
While we're figuring it out, and once we have it figured out, we're like, oh, the rest is boring. And you guys just get a time lapse of us like doing everything a million times faster.
You get to see us make all the mistakes. You're welcome, guys.
Just climb all the way in there. This is why we had to do this before we kept building it, because there's no way we've been able to reach in there once these columns are 6 feet tall.
Reach. Let's see how accurate our measurements were.
Nice. Okay, we can fill these layers with concrete. Oh yeah, because I guess they said online to fill the concrete in layers. So we can fill these layers and then go back to do more of those and fill those layers.
Yeah.
What do you think of the addition of the little cement mixer to the process?
I think it makes it a lot easier. I don't know if it's so much faster.
I think it is way faster.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, this shit was a little bigger. Do more bags than one. That'd be nice, but I don't know. Happy to have it over just a wheelbarrow, that's for sure.
Look at these columns. You're about to have such a cool driveway.
I hope. As long as we can do it good. They're probably gonna be crooked when we get done somehow.
Nah. All right, back to continuing our stack on this side.
So we got one finally completed. Well, the height of it at least. We still got to slap the pretty veneer on it that we got to make it not look like prison walls. But it's how high it's going to be. I think it's about what, 6 feet?
Yeah.
I'm like 5'11" and 3/4. You know, I'm not lying because I would have said 6 feet, okay?
Let's stand back, see what it's gonna look like.
Let's see, are they crooked? If you're pulling in, does it make you feel like you just pulled into a prison?
Well,
Kinda.
right now.
Kinda. I think it's gonna be that's gonna be a pretty good looking gate.
Yeah, it is.
And I think with the cedar tree poking above it and stuff, it's gonna look nice.
Look, imagine them brick columns.
Yeah.
And a really nice gate. You go by this, you're like, dang, that's a nice house back there.
We gotta get a driveway put in.
And then you know what it is actually?
Just a pole barn. So don't come rob me. I got some pole barn.
Oh man, it's gonna look good. Continue on tomorrow.
All right, guys, that's it for this video. We're not done with the gate. We're gonna wrap it up, but you're gonna have to click that subscribe button if you wanna see this really nice gate, okay? It's gonna be great. I hope. You know what? You're just gonna have to watch, okay? So go ahead, click the subscribe button, but we'll do a little bit more on it next week. We'll see you later.